Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Evil Genius 2, where training has stalled. I've just been advised by the AI voice like 4 times in a row. You know what, I am going to turn the voices back up a little bit. Apologies if the callouts get a little annoying, but also I do want the cutscene volume to be higher. We'll leave it at 60% of everything else, and hopefully that'll be a good compromise. Alright, so we're training these socialites, right? We are about to have a 6th minion type unlocked. We're actually just kind of tearing through these objectives. I guess that's what happens if you leave the game on fast forward. Let's take a second here with the game not in fast forward to make sure that we're caught up on everything, though. Alright, we have been accomplishing stuff completely accidentally, which is fine. That's an acceptable way to complete things. We're gonna end up with these socialites. We're walking bad dudes out of our base. Other bad dudes are getting into our base. But presumably they'll get... Yeah, okay. There we go. Oh, are we in a power situation? Okay, we are, actually. Let's fix that. So... Oh, that's right. I was gonna dig out... I guess this is a time for that. It's gonna cause some minor power fluctuations. We're definitely going to lose power for a moment. I guess I can... We don't have to dig that one. But it's fine. We have nobody in captivity right now. Yeah. The loss of power will not be a big deal. But I think if we move everything over a tile here, it's going to let us slide in another row of generators. I'm pretty sure. Hoping. So if we put these all the way against the back wall... and also, I don't know why this corner is like this. Yeah, we are going to lose power for a considerable amount of time as this happens. Also, there's the okay. This is what happens when you don't plan ahead. When you don't have the time to plan ahead. If I do this, it's going to kill that. Can I just undig that though? No. So, if I can't refill, I could use the dirt tool to refill those. Okay, yeah. Just do that so that it will let me confirm this build. That's a little silly, but apparently necessary. Although actually, I guess we're gonna leave this here. So we don't have to do this. Yeah, because we're gonna leave this little gap. Okay. They have to be able to get to the generators, to service the generators in case something untoward were to occur. And then we have just enough room here. We do not, in fact. We need one more tile of space to have another row. Well... we can do this. And then, like, move some of these back a little bit. I can't dig this rock yet, can I? No, okay. Yeah, so that lets us jam a couple of new generators in. At some point, I should probably just bite the bullet and redesign this whole area so that it will be functional. But it is not this day. So, I mean, while we're breaking everything and destroying power, we're just gonna have a temporary interruption of service, y'all. Just bear with us. That's fine, right? And this is also undiggable? Yeah. Yeesh. So that one goes in there sideways. We can... Is there a way that I could organize this to get more space? I mean, actually, we could just get rid of these and put another generator in. There we go. That doesn't block anything. Put another one in here. That doesn't block anything. It would let me do this? Really? Yeah, I was going to say, doesn't that break a bunch of stuff? Yes, it does. The game just didn't feel the need to tell me that until later. Yeah, I really wish we could get one more tile back here. I'm not gonna not going to do it.
You've run out of power.
Oh yeah, extremely. Power's going to be all screwed up for a minute. But when the minute is over, think of how great things are going to be. That does mean we have no security cameras, but we have no security cameras about 80% of the time anyway. We'll be fine. Out of curiosity, has anybody ever used this? It looks like no. Nobody has ever used this area. Let's just go ahead and build some traps over here. So that if anybody does come over here, we will know about it. I will get notification. How far out does that extend? Okay, just 4 tiles. It really does pay to build all your spaces 4 tiles out. So I don't really know what to do with this to make it, like, good. The game is paused. Nothing is changing. Don't give me new notifications. What if we go, like, let's move this over to the corner, and we put some poison darts right here. Oh, the poison darts need to have both sides. Okay. I was just thinking, like, we could have a boxing glove punch frozen dudes into some poison. I just want to combine the traps, you know? I think that would be a lot of fun. Here, we'll just do this for right now. We'll get notifications if anybody steps into any of that. And we're already good on power. It's kind of remarkable. And actually, you know what? Looking at this, I'm realizing if it's going to be set up like this, we can move these into the smaller space. And then we could jam another generator in here. Oh my god, you are so cantankerous. Okay. There we go. Even more power. 72 power. Feels like all we'll ever need. But as we all know, I'm going to burn through this in no time at all. Alright, so we still got mercenaries training. I'm hoping they're going to turn out to be way more effective at combat than the guards, because the guards are, like, tremendously bad at their jobs. What is this? Heat gain to region 90, but look at all the dollars. Look at the number of dollars. Launch that scheme. Get it. That is definitely going to lock the region for us, but it'll get us a ton of money first. Speaking of locking regions, we should definitely continue to upgrade regions. And I am absolutely going to just do that, like, arbitrarily. What else? Are these just... These are just good... okay, that one's Agent X, and the other things with indicators are just good missions. I wonder if those are the missions that we unlocked through interrogation or something. Are you... Okay, you're level 2... There's not, like, an indicator on them, is there? Oh, no, there totally is. The signal strength bar tells you what level they are. Okay, that's really nice, actually. Here. Yeah, go out and upgrade that one as well. Okay. Oh, right. Part of the reason I went to the world map is because we are actually a little low on money. So maybe we should do some money missions. That's not very impressive, but it'll get us some cash. What's your deal? Symmetry. No one knows the true name of the master rogue Symmetry. She was an independent operator, sneaking and spying all on her own and leading the intelligence community around by the nose. Anvil got tired of trying to chase her, so offered a deal. If she stole for them, they'd bankroll her. Okay, she's a super rogue. Is there a mission here? I'm assuming she's either an agent or a henchman, right? We don't... She's here, but we don't have a mission to deal with her. So, I don't know. She's something. She's some kind of something. Also, this. This seems worth doing. We have intel to spare right now. There we go. That's probably all that we actually need to commit for the purposes of money making. Do we want to spend some effort burning heat somewhere? I'll do that. That's reasonable.
Complete this construction.
I'm not worried about it. We got money coming in. We'll get enough gold. So at the moment, all we're waiting for is... Oh, socialites, except I don't think I set... Yeah, I didn't set to train any of them. An expert of social situations armed with formidable charisma. Well, I guess let's have some... I don't actually know what they're for. Let's train 2 and then we'll figure it out. Okay. So we're cool on power for a while. We have a bait entrance, but we don't have any bait at it yet, which I'm sure is a thing we'll get around to. Unfortunately, I just don't really know what to do. Like, I don't know what will draw the attention of agents. Also, it strikes me that there's still a lot of broken old garbage that we could sell in here. We may as well. Okay, just people installing stuff. There's no reason to sell the pillars in the doorways, but there's also no reason not to. Okay, just get rid of all that stuff. I don't know what Iris is doing, just wandering the casino floor, but honestly, I wish she would do that more often. That's definitely the best place for her. Alright, we're doing a little bit of socialite training. Seems like a pretty easy job, if I'm being honest. Although I guess you do have to imbibe a very large amount of alcohol. That's not necessarily a thing everybody's good at. Is there room to jam one more generator in here sideways? Is that a thing I could do? No, it's exactly not big enough for that. That's a shame. Okay, but for the moment, things are going smoothly. Let's just turn the speed back up. Things are going smoothly, and as such, I am nervous. Is this guy... Okay, you're observing the thing, and it's... It doesn't actually seem to be boosting your morale. This one does not work like the syrup does. Huh. Okay, so we gotta go and unlock another new minion type? Did we not? Okay, whatever. We can do that. Side stories. Oh no, wait, I have to hit the side story complete button, and then this will count as unlocked, right? And we got some new casino items.
A tourist in my lair. Get them.
Actually, boss, I'm one of your staff.
Oh, good. We need a bit of class out there. Keep those tourists busy, and we'll get along just fine.
Are you going to call off your guards?
Maybe.
Listen, if you can't get the guards to not murder you, how are you going to be any good at your job? I pressed collect later, but what I actually meant was collect now.
It's lonely being the only one with a brain around here.
A burden the rest of us can only imagine.
If I could collaborate with some decent researchers, I'd be able to perfect my void designs.
We'll kidnap some right away.
No, they'll come here freely. No researcher can resist a conference.
Oh god, it's true.
Lanyards. They love it.
Yep, she's got their number. So we got to attract scientists on the world stage, then present Void at our conference table, and then execute our great scientists. Obviously, they're not allowed to leave. What on earth? What? Okay. What kind of plan is this? Alright, so, the piano. Reduces the resolve of agents. The welcome desk reduces suspicion. Oh, interesting. So when they show up, the name welcome desk makes you think you want to put it right up here, but when they show up, they don't have any suspicion. So, will this get them on the way out and thus lower the amount of heat they're generating, or... I'm going to put the welcome desk over here in the area they get walked out of. Yeah, like if they see something and get walked out of the base, they'll have to pass it on their way back in. It's a weird place for a welcome desk, but I think mechanically that makes some sense. And then... Sure, let's set up a piano. Why not? Reduces agent resolve. We'll just have a couple of these right at the door. Why am I not allowed to put that down there? Oh, there's a pillar that I think was actually a meaningful problem. Yep, it sure was. We're just... you know what really increases the effectiveness of pianos? When there's like a whole bunch of them right on top of each other. Everybody loves that. Okay, so that is at least 4 things that should be run by socialites. Let's just dial up our socialite value a little bit. As things are right now, we're capping out at 124 minions. You know, we can afford to have... Yeah. I think this... Okay. This is all sensible. I'm going to leave us on 10 guards. I'm reluctant to lower our number of guards just due to the number of missions that require like 5 or 6 guards to start. And then, oh, we can start a new side story. What am I doing? Why do I have a new research indicator?
Task complete.
Oh, we have no research in progress. We should probably fix that. Okay, I'm still not allowed to do tier 3 researches though. So, got you already. 2 signal strength just seems like such a bad deal. Science minion vitality is like extremely whatever. Basic protection against rogues. I honestly, at this point, do not know what I want. I feel like we have most of the things that I'm really concerned about. More traps. Get us some laser walls. Because then after that we could get some cool laser disco hallways. I assume that's basically how that works. That'll show those agents who's boss, maybe, potentially, if they don't immediately disable it. And then side story. Right, I was going to start a new side story. We're still working on Jubei. I want to see what's up with this dude. After that spectacular invasion that you fended off, Jubei's top student is now your captive. If you think he will let that situation stand, you're correct. He will absolutely wait politely until you press this button.
You've been busy interfering in business. That is none of your concern.
As have you.
You got my student. That makes it my business.
You should have stayed out of my way then. I know where you are. And I'm coming for you.
Your confidence is refreshing. But can your people protect themselves as well as you can?
Absolutely not, and it doesn't matter at all. Feel free to kill all of them, we'll just recover. Alright, so what's the actual thing? Okay, just follow-up leads on his whereabouts. Well, unfortunately, I have like 1 million missions committed here, so we probably need to... Yeah, we probably need to mostly let that run. Is this him? This is him. 55 heat is not a good amount of heat for that to be. Also, there's all this money to be earned here. I think we are going to have to do a heat dump. But do I want to let the cash run? No, you know what? I don't think I do. Let's just burn the old scheme, reset heat, and then get on this immediately. Well, as immediately as the helicopter will let us. Yeah, okay, it's going to be a minute, but we'll get there. We didn't really need the money anyway. Okay, we're working on all that. Invite the world's best minds. Yeah, whoever. Invite some people. So where are those missions? We're upgrading this, and then there is one there. This is another thing we do have to do. Attempt to recruit Lena Lundstrom, a well-known scientist who would be highly valuable to the operation. We should probably nuke the heat in this area first. Let's just go ahead and do that. It's kind of a lot of intel.
That scheme has succeeded.
Oh, Jubei's messing with us again. He's gonna steal 20,000 of my gold. And what is this gonna require? Okay, nothing terribly important. We are burning through that intel supply really quickly, though. So we have 14 minutes on that. This will only take 3 minutes to run. Go ahead and prioritize that. We have plenty of heat under the cap. This is just stuff that requires guards. We may have to hold off for a minute here just because we are absolutely experiencing a very serious guard shortage. So wait, this one attracts 1 scientist and 5 great scientists, which is, yeah, that's all that stuff. So yeah, these are the only map missions we have to do, and then we just present at the conference table. So we're all rigged up out here. Guess it's just a matter of time now, and hopefully our minions can get on their jobs. Should we build more lockers? Maybe it's time to fill out that second barracks area. Yeah, maybe. Because we're actually managing to maintain a fair amount of people now. And we probably don't need to expand the mess hall. And if we did need to expand the mess hall, there's room for that, right? Oh, right, there's new things. Partially restores smarts and vitality. Meat and potatoes favored by muscle minions. And deception, okay. Interesting. So there's upgraded versions of these things for... You know, they all just say partially. I assume the dinner bar must be better than the basic food counter. Okay, well... Let's go ahead and install one, then. We don't actually have a guard post down here. These things are really more relevant for the upstairs area. Let's put another basic food counter in here. And then I'm just going to excavate part of the back wall, and we're going to put in more barracks space. And honestly, this is probably... These beds are never really filling up. This is probably just a locker room. Just like a huge number of lockers, and this can be like a long-term thing. Okay, let's, for my own peace of mind, just remove that. Because I will feel better if it's not like that. Minions don't actually have to interact with their lockers, do they? I hope not. We're not actually going to be able to build that all the way out to the door. Yeah. We'll get there. Okay, there we go. A non-urgent construction. And let's talk about the mess halls. So we have a basic mess hall over here where I do, in fact, I think, want to remove these and put up dinner bars. And then in the other mess hall over here, probably this is... Here's a thing we don't know that is going to affect stuff. These counters. This one is preferred by your deception minions. Does it actually... Like, can the other minions still work at it? Or eat at it, rather? Because obviously, like, I want some of these here. That'll encourage our deception minions to stay in the area. I think that's probably already happening, but, like, why not? Why not make it a certainty? But basically, do I also need to put in a normal refreshment thing? Just to make sure that our normal minions aren't trying to run downstairs all the time? Maybe. I guess I'll do it, just in case. And in fact, we have kind of a lot of minion stuff going on up here. Let's double that. So wait a second. Hold on. I think I may have done this in a very silly way. No, wait. Don't do that. I want to cancel the sell order on these other... Is that not possible? Once they're marked for sale, are they just effectively already gone? edit, just move it? Does this undo the sale order? Hopefully? Yeah, it looks like. Okay. There we go. And Zalika, you don't... Just move. Okay, yes, that did cancel the sell order. Good. Okay, we're still managing to survive improvising through our kind of messy start here. We're doing just fine. How's the piano stuff going? Is anybody doing piano? Nope, nobody. Not a damn thing. Maybe my socialites are all very busy right now. Okay, we're almost done with this. Did you actually fly out with 9 of the 10 required minions? Is that what happened there?
Has succeeded.
Okay, managed to bring in Lena Lundstrom. Oh, I must now build security cameras in the lair. Well, we're pretty close on that, it turns out. Privacy is overrated and a decadent luxury. Your lair is better than that. Start putting cameras everywhere. Okay, I can do that. We can put up one additional security camera. What is my actual view capacity? Okay, we do need to add another table to support that. Where does it make sense to put one? I actually don't even know. Like, maybe right here? And that... Maybe. Right here and then, like, remove that door? No, that's probably not good. What if I rebuild this area into corridor, and then once I've done that, like, just make a tile of dirt, and then hang the security camera off that, right? That has seemed to work in the past. Just make absolutely sure we're getting real coverage here. The only thing this camera sees that the other camera doesn't is the generator room door, but, like, I want to be able to see the generator room door. I think that's a good idea. And then, can we get another console in here? Okay, those are gun racks. Yeah, that's good. Those should be there. I would really like... you know what? I am not going to put in any club racks. I don't actually want I don't want people running around with clubs. Boy, I don't love this. Just kind of sitting in the middle of nowhere. Aesthetically, that bothers me. Could this be shifted sideways? I mean, if I do this, I'm still not going to be able to do the thing I want, which is put the security console up against the wall there. If I move this over, yeah, it's still not going to create... Alright, I'm just going to do it. We're just going to have this hanging in the open. Boy, I don't like that. Whatever, I'm not... It would take so much work to, like, dig it anew, and... Yeah, it's fine. It's nice to see the maple syrup is still keeping people happy, though. Man, I can't wait until we can dig out this area. It's going to help things so much. We're going to be able to install more of those morale and smarts boosting things in the actual area of the barracks here. And...
Research has resumed.
Okay, so we are working on all of this stuff, though, right? I don't think there's anything else that we need to do urgently. Where are my missions that are currently running? I do wish it was a little bit more obvious. Okay.
Proving more difficult than anticipated. The old man is always a step ahead.
It doesn't help that Hammer and Anvil are also collecting their own clues about his whereabouts.
Yes, that... What did you say?
Oh, Hammer and Anvil are collecting data about his location too.
And Hammer and Anvil are peons compared to him. Let's capture those fools and interrogate them instead.
That does seem like a much better idea. Okay, so what I was going to do is... Okay, here's Symmetry again. Okay, so Symmetry is a super agent. I don't particularly want to invite her. We'll deal with her later, some other time. So, is there anything here that we do want to do? I'm not exactly hurting for money right now. I don't feel like we need to run any more money-making schemes. We can use some of these things, like... I don't mind burning valets to to potentially get other work done. Okay, we're still working on that. This will just overheat this region. I mean, with the region already at 42, I wonder if it's even worth it. Like, let's just let him overheat that. I'll just deal with the attention. But we may want to actually, yeah, schedule some more resets. We can afford to send out a lot of valets. Okay. Hey, a wave of investigators has arrived. Why not just dismiss all of my social minions? Doesn't that sound like a great plan? Where on earth are all of my socialites anyway? In theory, we have 6 of them. But I have never seen one actually doing the job that we made them to do.
A scheme has succeeded.
Nor, in fact, have I seen one at all. There's one. We found one. They are gonna, like, live in our base and eat our food and everything. No doubt about that. Alright, so we need to interrogate Anvil agents in the lair, which means we need to allow... Oh, wait. No, those are Patriot agents. Yeah, we do need to upset some Anvil agents. We need to get some of them in here, actually. So... Wait, are you guys Anvil? You are. Okay. I'm gonna just... No, I'm gonna capture tag them now. Whatever. I was thinking maybe we could just untag them and let them wander into the base, but let's just make it clear what we're doing right away. Alright, and you two can still get distracted and run off. We only need to interrogate 3.
Your minions are in combat.
Alright, so valets are doing some valuable stuff. Let's... Hold on, how's this going? 85... Nope, mercenaries getting their butts totally kicked. Yep, because... Everybody in my employ is terrible at their job. Except for Iris, who is the best. Wow, we had a lot of agents go down real fast there. Hold on. And these agents who are... Alright, hold on a second. Let's let the combat sort of resolve itself. Ow. Iris is just now arriving. I'm just gonna go ahead and tag the rest of these agents here. Let's tag 2 more of them for capture. And then do some lethal tags as well, because none of these guys, we don't want any of these guys leaving at this point. They all know too much. Is Iris? Okay, Iris is sort of showing up. Let's have Zalika back off a little bit. This turned out to be a lot more of them winning the battle than I was hoping for. Okay, now that my guards are on the case, I can come back in here. Yeah, this didn't really go that well. I'm like a little surprised at how poorly actually it went. Is Iris doing okay? Yep, we're basically losing our entire military force. Just trying to make sure that I don't need to trigger the mandatory or the manual heal. It looks like we're good. Why run over and punch? What, did you run out of lasers? Okay. Well, that was fun. Investigator can't be captured. No holding cells are available? What? I should have 5... Yeah, okay, we have 5 captures and 5 cells to put them in. it would be really great if people would get these body bags out of here, like in a big hurry. That cut us all the way down to 92 minions, jeez. Our minions are just, like, hilariously bad at combat. I wonder to what degree we can even, like, do anything about that. I mean, obviously, we don't have the highest level weapons or anything. But I feel like, with us having researched the second tier of improved stun weaponry, I would like to have seen a lot more... no, I would have liked to have seen that be a lot more effective than it actually was. Alright, our vaults are full. Let's go ahead and burn a little bit of money just to reset some heat somewhere. And then I don't actually think that we have a terribly important thing to do. I kind of don't care about this, honestly. This is slightly more annoying, but not that much more. I can just buy guards for 30,000 gold. I don't know if that's actually valuable. Yeah, yeah, I guess we're just gonna... The problem with just purchasing heat resets is that it also costs intel, which is a pretty valuable resource. I guess we can purchase heat resets in Strength 1 areas. That's the thing that just allows us to turn gold into value. You're at 37... Yeah, let's do it here, too. We'll just break that scheme. What is this? Okay, he's gonna both steal money from us and increase the heat in the region. Annoying, but honestly, fine. Okay, I think we're just gonna let a lot of this stuff happen. So we still had, we have that mission. Where is it? I definitely did dispatch people to a mission to research, to recruit scientists. Oh, I guess we did the recruiting, though. This isn't to recruit, this is to execute. I gotta do a presentation. My whole situation was disrupted a little bit by the fight. I got off track. Present void.
An agent has been captured.
Okay. But yeah, we don't have a
Has been subdued and captured.
an important high value like thing to do with all this money. We don't have a project to put it toward, so I really don't know what to do at the moment. We're just gonna sit here and have way too much money, I guess. We can expand the vault. That's a project. Yeah, sure. You know what? Let's do that. Let's dramatically expand the lower vault, the downstairs pretty safe vault. That will both increase the amount of money we can hold and also channel some of this money into something. Although it's not terribly expensive, even at the best of times. Alright, that's something at least. Alright, all of the scientists are here, we are giving the presentation, and then I just kill them all, right? Do I need Iris to be present for this? Might be a good idea. Iris, if you could just hang out here for a moment, it would be very helpful to me. Someone may need to control these guys after they see the end of the presentation. It does seem strange to plan to execute them, though. She's just going to wander off, of course. Like, why even give them the presentation if we know we're just going to murder them afterward? Seems like a little bit of a waste. Oops, that's the wrong... That's not even the right mouse button. I'm just going to have to keep clicking over here and telling her to come back until we're ready.
Affirmative.
Alright. Are they gonna, like, freak out, or...
Calculating optimal route.
Show me the text on this again. Why is this the thing that we're doing? What's a conference without some chatter? What does that mean?
Need anything? This one must die.
Apparently.
Science. You see?
And the others are just gonna watch that happen?
Personnel. You simply don't have a place in the plan. Natural.
The last one did make it upstairs.
If logic dictates.
Hopefully the rest of the minions will see this happen and will be motivated by it at the very least.
You see?
It's somewhat difficult to... I guess if it was an obvious plan, anyone could have thought of it. This would only make sense to a truly great mind. Okay, my vaults are full. Also, science. Here's an expensive thing we can do. Let's do some great studies. Okay, it does not cost any dollars to begin this research. Never mind, that is not an expensive thing we can do. How are these anvil agents going? Are they... Yes, they are. At this point, feeling a little bit worn down. All of the everything in the front of the base is turned off. And here we have... level 3 anvil agents that I would love to see just removed from the base. Shouldn't they still be distract tagged? I mean, like, I know they're not going to get distracted right now. But they should still be tagged, shouldn't they? You know what, while I'm looking at this, we may as well have a camera that actually looks down this hallway. Because this is a problem I feel like we have a lot. Okay, and then, yeah, once again, we just have a huge amount of money. So what do we do with that? Do we make more generators? We could... I mean, I guess that's a problem that we are consistently having still. We're at 72 power right now, though. I could just build out even more vault. We don't need more minion stuff. The minion stuff is not even really getting used. We should probably duplicate some of the important jobs downstairs. You know what? That's a thing we can do. We can build a downstairs control room so that the minions can take better advantage of this space. That, I think, makes sense. So let's go... And we're probably going to have to. After we start doing this, we're going to have to build more power. Here, we'll build a great big control room and fill it with radio repeaters and stuff. And look at that, just eyeballing the size. Although I guess, actually... the most optimal space thing is to have these be in the middle of the room, right? Let's just move these for a second. So what if I put big screens along the walls? They're a little annoying because of the way we're going to have to treat them when we expand the room, which I'm sure will happen eventually. Here, this'll give us some heat gain, or rather lower our heat gain, and then we'll just put consoles all through the middle of the room. Is this room wide enough to support two? It is not. Well, that's fixable. Again, though, it's a tiny bit annoying that there's no way to, like, block select objects to move them when you do something like this. I guess you don't need to do it all that often. You know what, if we're gonna do... let's just do it, right? We may as well dig out all of the space. I don't see any reason to hold off on this. There we go. And then we'll just, this is in kind of an awkward spot because now that's where the door is going to be. Whatever, I'll deal with it in a second. So that's a $200,000 build right there, just making all that space. Probably worth it though. This will be a task we can be working on for a while, and it will definitely have actual use. We may, after this, have to go ahead and build ourselves a little bit more bunk space. Ah. Just barely. Well, you know what? If I cancel this row, I think that's enough space to get this down and still benefit. Why is this? It's snapping after I click. There we go. Yeah, that works. And then we could build so many of these things in here. And this is, in fact, going to use just about all of our power. You know, that's what I'll do right now. Let's just dig the space out, and then we'll install more power, and then we'll install way more consoles. Alright, so at this point, we are mostly concerned with getting these guys interrogated. Also, I am concerned about this. Are they gonna photograph my loot? Oh, that's full suspicion, huh? Well... Alright, your order just got changed.
Iris unit responding.
Oh, she's busy. I'm not really very happy about this. This is bad. The disguises are too damn effective. I don't know if she can actually see through them, but I certainly want her to be, you know, present if stuff kicks off anyway. And it is a little bit going to do that. Please finish your interrogation. Okay. I'm gonna have her run down here and see if she can see through these. I feel like this is a thing I should have already checked, but okay, yeah, it looks like. Well, it's hard to know. That could have been just like random chance. So I'm gonna put her in reroute power mode in a second here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna call Zalika up to get her involved in this. And then we can...
You have a command? A henchman is in danger.
Boy, we do not have a lot of minions in this room. Alright, well, it looks like we're past distract at this point.
I have reports of an intruder in the lair. Kill them.
Just go ahead and drop the whole lot of them. That's probably fine.
Awaiting input.
What happens if I put her into
Brains overborn every time.
security camera mode just for a second, and then have her get back to fighting?
Validation program activated.
Will that work?
Let's get scientific.
Okay, Zalika's not quite in melee, but she's close enough that it makes me nervous.
Have my attention. I'll make a statistic out of him.
No, what do you do? No. Under no circumstances, punch. You are not a punch minion.
Kills.
The genius is under
If logic dictates.
awaiting command.
Time to switch them up.
She's really doing some okay work.
A henchman is in danger.
Yeah, we know that Zalika is actually considerably less good in melee, so I don't know why she insists on doing that.
Let's proceed.
Like, not only is it dangerous, but she's actually just worse at it. Well, Iris managed to solo 2 of them.
Battle stations.
Let's get people to report to the guard stations, and hopefully they'll actually do something. So let's see, you're at 20. You're still basically full, though.
Either the minions or the training room doors.
So they still use the stun guns on minions who are tagged for kill. And I can't tell if it's... It seems like it's still doing the same amount of damage.
Your minions are in combat.
Yeah, no, trust me, I know. I'm telling you, it would be so nice to have another proper henchman.
Research has been paused.
Because this kind of stuff, this is a real problem. Okay, I don't know what your deal is, but yeah, fine, get out. So we don't really have a lot of combat minions.
Another experiment requires my attention.
Zalika can help out a little bit here. Here we have a nice long line of sight, so she can actually fire her gun.
Every time. I'm intrigued to...
Then again, she may just run up to melee because she's not really as smart as she claims.
If logic dictates...
She's trying to like make sure she has a direct line of sight. She's at 20 health, and I do want to run her off to the table. There we go. There we go.
High alert. Cancelled.
Okay. Feels like perhaps it's time for Zalika to just go take a
I
break.
cannot think around these fools.
Yeah, man.
Stalled.
Man, we're bad at dealing with agents. Pretty much all kinds of agents.
Something is
Are
wrong.
you... Oh, yeah.
Either the minions
You
or
are
the
an
training
escapee.
room doors.
Did we lose one of our... Because that's a Patriot. You're... Oh, no, you're Anvil. Okay, both of these two are Anvil.
I discovered something.
Okay, excellent. And then just have Zalika work at her desk for a while. Seems reasonable. We have no science to worry about right now. Okay, we'll get all that stuff under control, hopefully relatively quickly.
Agent.
And I guess it's time to start talking about expanding the generator room a little bit more. Never enough generators. So yeah, let's just throw up some... It's like a new line of generators here. I'm sure we'll need all this space later. I'm not even going to bother erasing it. But there are a handful of those ought to solve that problem. And how are we doing? This is the thing we need to be working at to improve the void design, but I'm going to let Zalika restore her health, and then we're going to have her run over here and prioritize the generator thing just to make absolutely certain this gets done.
I'm intrigued to see the results.
Also, since we are, for the moment, in need of a little bit of money. Yeah, okay.
A scheme has
Yes. You simply don't have a place in the plan.
Here, that's got to be good for morale, right? It sure seems to be.
This is crucial to my
Alright, everybody work.
success.
Get things done. And then as soon as there's like a generator or two down, just to make sure there will be no interruptions in power whatsoever, we'll get her back on mission. Because, you know, at the moment, power interruptions would be, like, fairly bad.
training has stalled.
Why does training keep stalling? There's nothing wrong with this room except for the fact that there's a dead robot in it. Maybe I should go ahead and install a couple more incinerators. Boy, I don't think we should have scientists. Well, I guess I don't have any research running right now. Maybe this is the best thing they could be doing. I know I deleted some of these earlier, but like... Maybe we just go ahead and do that. Let's just make sure we can burn off a lot of bodies really quickly when we need to burn off bodies. Ah, well fed. Improved morale and skill damage. Interesting. Okay, so we still have an agent running around here on 40 resolve. But that could probably be dealt with. You are not being very stealthy right now.
A trap has been triggered.
Okay, so you've been poisoned. Boy, I sure wish that we could get you to wake up.
Your vaults are empty.
Are these guys? These guys are not tagged at all. I think we may just let them take pictures and leave, because I need my my work supply to not get interrupted anymore for the moment. Oh, hey, look. Okay, it's not a socialite doing it, but we absolutely do have somebody playing the piano, so that's cool. Oh, these are in fact valet only. Weird that they unlock alongside the socialite if they don't have anything to do with the socialite. Alright, do we have a couple of the... Nope. No new generators in play yet.
You're running out of gold.
I suppose I could just go ahead and grab that. These already got purchased, which is a little unfortunate. I really, really want to make sure we get that done. Alright, can we please get this finished? God, when one of your henchmen goes down, it really is, like, they're down for a long time. Alright, just let them take all the pictures they want and leave with all their suspicion. We'll take on... We'll for a little bit of safety now, we will take on more agents later. It's fine. We could send some people out to the world map to gather gold. Let me complete this first, though. Because there's a pretty good chance that this is going to immediately pop a world domination thing that we have to do. And then after that, we can prioritize making more money. I don't know what those are supposed to be.
Movements for significant periods of time. How? Speak, and this is all over.
Because, like, at first I thought, oh, it's a bunch of syringes for, like, I don't know, injecting them with, like, truth serums and whatnot. But when it sort of hovers over them, definitely too far away to be injections, and makes noise like it's working, it sounds like it's just, like, ketchup and mustard bottles being squeezed on them. Maybe that's the idea. You just get their clothes really dirty, and they absolutely can't stand that.
We disabled his wind-walking ability?
Ah, I suspected it was possible. How did you do it?
He was traumatized by losing a dance contest in his youth, and he loses all focus when he hears soul bossa nova.
Then he has both no chance and no taste. Eliminate this peon and find my Quincy Jones vinyl collection.
That is an unfortunately common and also good song to have that problem with.
You're running out of gold.
So what is the next actual step? Do we need to just, like, hold a dance competition? Put in the work to perfect your exploit and prepare for his next incursion. It's a science thing? It's a research thing? Yep, it sure is. What exactly are we researching here? Okay, so we added 27,000 gold to start this one. Also, one of my technicians is turned against me.
Capture that minion.
Capture and brainwash? Right, we should be able to get away with that. And then Zalika has still not motivated any of this stuff. Alright, you know what?
Let's get
It looks like it's just not happening. Get over here and improve the Void Project, and we'll worry about it later. And now that we know that there's not an immediate world stage thing that needs to be done here, let's just go make some money. Let's desperately make money. We're still working on this, so yeah, we still have a lot of cash coming in from that thing. That seems like a reasonable use of 15 intel to me. We got a lot of heat problems in a lot of places. 30 seconds, there's no way they're going to actually interact with that. The good news is he's going to reduce our cash to empty while we have no money in the first place, and then we're going to refill quickly afterward. I don't really want to go here and do work, though. This is a heat reduction strategy in a place that has no other missions running. I'm assuming we'd have to end that before we would see them. So that's 35,000. It doesn't really feel... In terms of intel to dollars efficiency, I think we got to do this one. It's going to lock down the area before it's over, but... yeah, that's very efficient. And also, honestly, we don't need the scientists. Alright, so those will help. We'll get all this done eventually. Okay. Is Iris already on the way down to the table? Yeah, she's... okay. Job restoring stats. Good. Okay, so many notifications.
You've run out of gold.
Are you all good? Okay, yes, you are just gonna get out of here. I'm fine with that. Please just leave.
Gold. Maybe rubber bank? And Minion has been captured.
Brainwash them back into compliance, please. I'm constantly firing brains basically out the front side of the base. We can't afford to be losing them in other ways as well. Also, wow. We are really over capacity here. We need way more scamming. Unfortunately, right now we don't have a lot of extra money for building scamming materials. Yeah, it really feels like traps are just kind of useless. Because all minions, or all agents seem to be able to disable them completely trivially. I should have known. As soon as I committed a big build, I should have known that it was going to be a, why are you not... Oh, because she won't... There we go.
Round hole. See?
She won't break the aura on her own.
Responding.
Alright. Iris is getting to it.
Brainwashing successful.
That minion needs no distractions. Ignore him.
Alright, may as well wring some intel out of you, since apparently we're quite low on the stuff again. Hey look, a trap actually went off.
Has been triggered.
Wow. Did that guy turn against us? Or because that was definitely actually a worker who just got hit by that trap and then died. Alright, so these guys are going to convert suspicion into heat. And we are just going to have to live with that, unfortunately. But we're also getting a couple of people out here with no suspicion, which I think brings our heat down with the relevant organization, so... You know, it's something. And we're working on stuff, and as soon as we have any dollars left at all, we'll get that research going. I mean, the upgrades that we're making here are not useless.
Has succeeded.
You know what we should do, actually?
World stage.
Let's, for the moment...
A trap has been triggered.
Is that gonna... Yeah, dig result plus 3,500. Go ahead and do... you know what? Never mind, it's not even that much money. I'm disappointed by the very, very small amount of money that was. Huh, we got a notification that a trap had been triggered. But I don't see anyone at any of the trap locations. Well, okay, whatever. Fine, I guess. And we've actually managed to get all these cleaned out.
Task complete.
You invited the world's second best researchers to your lair to be inspired. As it turns out, they were incredible bores, but some of them had a few worthwhile ideas. We knew ahead of time they were going to be incredible bores, though. I feel like we could have saved a lot of time by just executing them at the gate.
Not one of them was on my level. Such a disappointment.
We'll kidnap some more. Smarter ones this time.
There are no smarter ones. That's the problem with humanity. It's running on the same old wetware that hid in caves.
Aren't we hiding in a cave?
Not at all. We are building void.
Yeah, we put, like, plastic over the walls. That makes it not a cave anymore.
In a cave.
In a lair. With conference tables and laboratories and unwelcome scrutiny from our investors.
Given the number of minions that I have either allowed to die or outright killed, you would think that she would be a little bit more, careful.
You capture that minion.
Well, okay, that... We are probably going to need other guards to do this thing.
Affirmative.
Here, Iris is on. It's under control. It's under control. Everything's fine. Secure rare earth elements on the world stage. Okay. Yep, we did commit all that. So, let's see. 41 heat. We need 6 mercenaries for this. We are a little short. This one is in a real low heat region, but it's the same deal. Okay, we just need lots of mercenaries. The problem is, we haven't really been able to train any mercenaries. I'm going to up our mercenary count, because apparently we're going to need a lot of them. And I think we have people on it. We have people trying most of the time. It takes a lot of training time, though, to get minions up to these higher classes. Alright, so we'll get you captured. We are starting to be able to stockpile money again. It looks like we must have gotten most of the construction finished. These have still not been ordered, so maybe not. Yeah, there's a lot of money still going out the door. But soon we will be able to set up that research. Yeah, it's going to take forever before we're ready for this. That is a real shame.
We captured a minion.
Alright, get them back to work. That's going to be especially valuable if we get a desertion from like a really like a double upgraded class like this. Alright, so we got people going. Maybe I should put up more guard training stuff, because it does feel like we are constantly, first of all, losing all of our guards in combat, and secondly, sending lots of guards out to the world stage. Maybe I should not spend any more money right now. Maybe that's the actual thing that should be happening. And in fact, while we're waiting here, let's maybe steal some money. Nope, that's invite Agent X. That's the opposite of what I want to do. Boy, that's a pretty poor payout for the resources that costs. Things I don't really want to lose guards right now, right? We need to let our guards finish their jobs. Yeah. So that also costs guards. It's a lot of money though. Yeah, and it's not that many guards. Okay. That's fine, I guess. But after that, we should probably stop spending guards.
A trap has been triggered.
Once again, that doesn't seem to be correct. Oh, no, actually there's... Well, I think that's the old guy's body, right? Yeah, Agnes Duck. I wonder if we're just getting, like, really old messages, if that's what's happening with that.
You're running low on power. Build more generators.
Okay, one of these generators got ordered. Unfortunately, they're very expensive.
Rest is always part of my genes.
This stuff is actually finished, though, so in theory, this should help a lot with heat generation. We have a lot more screens than we used to.
You've run out of power. Build
Yep.
more generators.
That's what I was worried about. That's why I was trying to prioritize this other stuff. It's not so bad. As soon as one of the new generators is installed, we'll be safe. And then, obviously, we need to dramatically expand the number of generators we have access to, but, like,
Something is wrong with
that's maybe a little bit of a distant concern. I can't start a research while the power's out, right? No, I totally can. Okay, let's go ahead and commit that now. Research won't actually run, but we can start it.
Training has stalled.
Yeah, I know. It's probably got a lot to do with the fact that there is no power anywhere.
Something is wrong. Either the
hmm.
minions or the training room, boss.
That's interesting. These had already been purchased. We know what we can do is we can turn off a couple of research machines, and that'll do for now. And then we can just fix them after the power is back up. But those generators had already been purchased. They had the we're moving these into place icons over them. So I'm not sure why that unhappened. Alright, we actually have a fair number of guards sleeping in the beds down here. We're not at saturation yet, but we probably are going to need that secondary barracks soon.
You're running low on power. Build more generators.
I am really trying. You know, it's hard.
What to do? Another experiment requires my attention.
Okay, somebody is finally taking this seriously. Who is placing that, anyway?
Restored.
That absolutely did just come out of nowhere, right? There was no... That wasn't this guy's doing. He was still moving while it was being placed.
Because I said so.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Whatever, it's fine, I guess. I don't need to understand what's happening, as long as it happens. Do we really still have agents running around our base? Oh, just like these little crappy tier 1 investigators. Don't allow that, please. Random level 1 investigator who managed to get through everything. Really? We lost a worker? 3 of you couldn't take down a level 1 agent? With no casualties? It's very embarrassing. We have really, really, really got to work on our combat tech. So these Patriot agents are still coming in at tier 3. I'm assuming that this is like a function of the heat level, right? If we could just figure out a way to calm them down. Perhaps not always capturing and killing all of their people. I wonder if we could finally get back to not being quite so threatened. Okay. Well, the 2 generators are on the way, at least. These are 15 power each? 10. Okay. So these can be reactivated at no danger. How are we doing on those mercenaries? Now we have 3. It is probably the case that I need to install more guard training equipment and more mercenary training equipment, because those are the classes we're going to be losing a lot, right? So, now that we are back to having a little bit of money... let's see here. The guard trainer... And then we actually can't dig any of this stuff. So if we're going to put in more mercenary training stuff, we might have to put it downstairs or something. Or upstairs. You know, we haven't built upward at all, but there is a lot of space for this. It feels like it's a good idea to have the people with the guns training near the place where the guns will be needed. So maybe we can move some of this other training material? I mean, gosh, it sure would be useful to be able to just dig this rock out. I think that, honestly, would be one of the best things for us. If only we could do any more research. You're tagged already. I'm sure you'll get dealt with. So it doesn't really seem like the Socialites are doing very much for us. Okay, here we have a Socialite. Nope, just walking you out. That's, I mean, it's not exactly. I'm hoping that the... Oh, here we go, here we go. Let's see what the degree of effect of the Socialite is on these stats. Alright, I think that was 16 resolve that came off there. I believe that's twice as good as a valet. Still pretty far from ideal. Yeah, it's still a very large number of interactions. Okay, and then we could probably go ahead and just have our genius refresh. And we're gonna have to, yeah, dig out a bunch more space and do a bunch more work. Oof. Who would have thought it would be so much effort to take over the world? I do think, though, this is probably where we ought to call it for right now. I did not realize how much time has been passing. It's very easy to get sucked into all of the little tasks here. Thank you all so much for watching. That's going to be it for us for today. When you come back next time tomorrow, maybe we're finally going to recruit our second henchman. Gosh, I hope this Jubei plot is leading to us actually recruiting him, because boy oh boy do we need some more capable hands around here. And we'll see you then.